Okay, now we're gonna use the white color to do the round symbol. I'll be using a 2.5 mm hook. You make a knot. This is just my habit of making a knot. Once you have a knot, you chain 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. 2, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 16. So now I'm going to work on the hump side. You see all this V shape here. I'm gonna turn to the back. I'm gonna work on this hump side. Okay, so you go to the second stitch from the hook. This is the hook. This is the first stitch. This is the second stitch, and you turn. So normally that is the first hump that you see. And you just do single crochet on the hump side. Just one single crochet. So you should have 14 stitches all in. And this is the last stitch. I'm gonna leave a long tail for sewing. Sew this onto the head. You're gonna place it like this, and you will have a circle. You sew this together. Sew these two parts here together like this. Let me get a needle. Sew it here, sew it shut so that it becomes a circle like this. It's a circle, and just take one of the head. I made 3 of it. Let's take one of the head. Let me count from here, from the top down. The face, actually they have one line here and one line here. I was thinking whether should I do it now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here would be too high up. It should be just fine. Let me get some fat yarn. Okay, if you look at the poster of the red man, it does have one line here and one line down before the symbol. So I would use, I would do it on the 10th row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Should be around this row. I just make one stitch here like this. I will tie a knot later on, and this goes all the way to the other side. I'm sure you can't see it now, but when you do this on your amigurumi, certain angle you can still see this line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this should be the line. Somewhere like this. I'm gonna pull it later on, make it firm. And I'm going to make one stitch here. So if you've seen the poster, it has one line that goes across here and one line comes down here to almost the neck. So I'm just going to do one line like this. I'm sure if I were to take photo at a certain angle, you will see this line. Now I'm going to put this back inside and tie a knot. I hope this is wide enough, because the hood will come until here. So this line, make sure it's long enough and hide inside the hood. Push this in. Okay, I'll just put it in like this. You can go check the poster on the red man. So I just cut this yarn and tie a knot. Not too tight, I do not want it to pull, and hide it inside. So this line here acts as a guide for my symbol, the round symbol here. So it's exactly in the middle of this cross here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this tail over to the inside. See where it should be. This is as a guide, and I'm not going to remove this cross here, because if you look at the poster, it does have a cross there. So you just find where it stops, where the hole should be, and place this tail, pull it all the way to the inside. So that later I can tie a knot with it. I find it to be easier to sew it now, because there is no stopping, so that when my needle goes in and out, there's no stopping. I will pull out a stopping. You can make the needle go to the far end. me see, is there any way I can cover this line here? Like, do not want to see this line here. There, it looks much better. So now you sew it into, you can bring your hook here like this. Or you can also bring it out here if you can. And from here you stitch. Just make sure it looks very circle. And when you stitch, make sure you do not grab any of this, because this working yarn you still need it. So now when my yarn goes in and out, there won't be stuffing coming out from here, because this is black, and when I pull this out, stuffing might stick out. Might not look nice. Just take a look and see if you accidentally stitch anywhere that you do not need. So once we set this circle here, which means this is the face, so which means when we do the hand and the leg, it faces this side. Yeah, I'll come back to you once I have this nicely fastened. You can sew just one row on the outer layer. You can also do one more in the inner layer, but I think one on the outside will do. Okay, once you have sewed this, if you do not like to sew, you can add glue, but I prefer to sew. And you add stuffing. Oops, the hole is kind of small, because if I were to add stuffing earlier, it would be a hassle. That would be a problem. Just add as much as you can to plump it up before we continue to do the body. There, once it's plump up, look at that. It looks kind of nice. And this you can shape it up. If you think it's not round enough, you can shape it up. You see, you can see all this stuffing hanging outside. Okay, now let's do a triangle. Okay, now we're going to do the triangle. First, you're gonna make a knot. So after this knot, I'm going to chain 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So after you chain 19, I'm going to work on the hump side. I'm going to go to the second stitch from the hook. This is the hook. This is the first stitch. This is the second stitch. I'm going to work on the hump side. 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 3, 4, and 5. After 5 single crochet, the 6th stitch you're going to do increase. Increase means 2 single crochet into that same stitch. So once you do 2 single crochet in this same stitch, it will curl. So again, another 5 single crochet, 1, 2, let me do that again. Two, 3, 4, and 5. And the 6th one I'm going to do increase. 2 single crochet into the same stitch. And you see every part that you do 2 single crochet, you do increase, it will curl. Oops. I made it too tight. So you should have 5 single crochet here as well. I did 5 single crochet increase, 5 single crochet increase. I think I missed 1 stitch here, so I only have 5 here, but I should have 5 then increase. Oh, but it's still okay, it still looks like a triangle. So I'm gonna join this part here like this. So it looks more like a triangle. So now here I'm going to cut the yarn. Make sure I have a long tail for sewing. Let me go grab one of the head. I already made this line here. I'm not sure if you can see. Certain angle, maybe you can see that line. One line here and one line here, which will determine my triangle, where I should place my triangle. Okay, so I'm gonna place my triangle here like this. And I'm gonna sew it exactly like how I sew the circle one. So I'll come back to you once I have this nicely fastened. Okay, now let's do the square piece. On the square piece, okay, this is just my habit of making a knot. On the square piece, you need 21, chain 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Then I'm going to work on the hump sides. You're gonna do 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm gonna do 4 single crochet, and the 5th one you're gonna do an increase. So again, oops, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I'm going to do an increase. Increase means 2 single crochet into that same stitch. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm going to do an increase. One, 2, 3, and 4, and increase. So when we join all the parts where it equals, you will get a square. Let's see, like this. Does it look like a square? Or it should be like this, yeah. So make sure you join this not at the bottom but at the side here. If you join at the bottom, one side will look longer, so join here. Seal it up like this, then it looks like a square. And sew it here. So I have one triangle, one square, and one circle. Oops, a complete set. So I'll sew this nicely and come back to you and show you how to do the body part.